Right then, Shane, mate, what's your opinions on UK government, mate?
Opinions on UK government is they're letting all the working class down, you know, and I just think they've told that many lies. I don't know how they can get themselves out of it. You know, there's no way back for these that are in power now. I mean, like, all promises that they made with regards to pensioners, to working class, to companies, you know what I mean? What have they done? You know, if somebody out there can tell me a positive as to what this government's actually done, then I'm all ears. But at this moment in time, we're on a downward spiral. We've gone down rabbit hole, and I reckon there's more rabbit holes to go down. You know, because let's face it, I mean, obviously we have to be careful these days what we say on camera. But my thoughts, and to put it mildly, is they're useless. And it's not just him, it's his whole front bench. His whole front bench are useless. You know, and we just don't seem to have anybody in Parliament at the minute that's standing up for us as people. And that's the most irritating thing. You know, it's the most democratic country on this planet, apparently. And sometimes you have to question it and think, but are we? Do you know what I mean? Are we that democratic? Is it just all smoke and mirrors? Do you know what I mean, Jammer? So
Yeah, mate.
that's it. Yeah, I mean, useless.
Totally agree, mate. What's your thoughts on immigration problem in UK?
The immigration problem, right? We've been having immigration into the country for a long time, and it probably worked pretty well up until about, well, I'd say probably 20-25 years ago. Obviously, we're a small island. We can't take the whole of the Middle East in and the whole of Africa. We just can't do it. You know, we've always been sort of like really tolerant towards immigration, and rightly so at one time of day. I just think now we've got to a stage where we can't sustain it. For me, we need to put a stop to it, even if it's temporarily. I think maybe 3, 4, 5 years until they get on top of what's the people that's already came here, get on top of that, and then we'll have a look at it then.
Yeah.
But at the moment in time, we're becoming too full. I mean, they talk about these boats coming over, and it has actually turned into a taxi service. I didn't believe it because it's RNLI, and you know, we all respect and rate the RNLI, but let's face it, they're bringing them over.
But this is what a lot of people don't get. Not everybody that's coming over on boats are fleeing wars.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, because if you look at other YouTube videos, I mean, Yorkshire Rose she's brilliant. You know, she's solid as well. She's asked them questions, where you're from, and they've said like Egypt and Jordan. They're not war-torn countries. Now, I'm all for people finding a better life, but
100%.
But from a political point of view and a government point of view and a population point of view, we have to be realistic.
Yeah.
You know, we can't continue like this. It's impossible. Everything's at breaking point, Jam.
We've got enough problems in UK, Shane, haven't we?
Yeah,
We are creating more.
Yeah,
I mean, I get called racist for talking about stuff like this.
Yeah, but you're not.
But I care about the country, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like you.
Exactly.
Patriotic people like us. All we want is our country to be fixed. The problems to be sorted out.
Bang on money.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bang on money.
But yeah, all our tax money gets spent on all these migrants. They get put in 4 to 5 star hotels, get fed every day, get clothes, you know, get electric bikes, job lot.
Yeah, they do. They do, it's
And what
right.
did they do with pensioners?
Well, they're freezing them, aren't
Yeah.
they? I mean, this
Cut the
winter...
winter fuel tax,
Yeah,
didn't they?
exactly.
We've got homeless on the streets, mate. They can't support our own people.
Well, the thing is, you'll get sort of like, you know, your people that we'll call liberal. You'll get your liberal people saying, yeah, but there's help out there for them with councils, and a lot of them's already been into rehab, and then they've failed. But shouldn't we continue to help these people?
Exactly.
You know, we sort of like, we can find money for these hotels, and like you say, for electric bikes and cigarettes and new trainers and new clothes and pocket money as well. Let's not forget that they are getting a lot of pocket money. But then you look around young towns and cities and you see them, they're just going downhill, and these people, they've lost all will. You know, it's like, because everybody's given up on them. We can't keep giving up on these people, because if you come across 10 homeless people, I'll guarantee you that at least 8 will respond to support and help and probably treatment. Do you know what I mean? And they'll come out of it. But we sort of like give them one chance and gone. Whereas the people that are coming into the country now, they seem to get every chance that they need.
But a majority of these migrants, not all of them, they don't care about our British culture, our
No.
Christian values, do they?
No.
That's a massive problem, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I was brought up in an area in this town through 70s and 80s which were very multicultural, and they were sort of like, you had like Indian families, you had Pakistani families, Polish, Italians, Chinese, Jamaicans, and everybody were bang on. But something's changed over the last 20 years, and these people that are coming in now, I would say that the majority of them do not want to assimilate with us, you know, and that's quite scary, you know, because they come from a different culture and different background to what we've ever known, you know, and that's the scary part. I mean, the thing is, I'd say to anybody out there, you know, Great Britain's a fantastic country. We'll probably not say, a lot of people don't class it as great anymore, but it's our Great Britain, it's our UK, and it's us. We're all brothers and sisters together. But the thing is, where do these people want their kids and grandkids to be in years to come? Do they want it to become like some back streets of Paris? Maybe even our own capital cities going downhill now, you know, and maybe that's an issue that needs addressing. But while ever more people are coming in, they can't get on top of the current situation, the current problems that are happening, because they're getting flooded. Now, for me, people in Home Office, we'll just say authorities, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. And that's scary, because these people are there to do that job, and they're getting paid to do that job, and they haven't got a clue what they're doing.
There just seems to be an agenda against the working class British
Absolutely.
person.
Absolutely,
They
absolutely.
seem to despise us for some reason.
Oh, I believe that. I
Yeah.
didn't. I'll be honest with you, mate. I didn't. A few years ago, I thought, now, you know, we are working class, country won't tick. But it's become very apparent, especially over this past, I'd say going back to Rishi Sunak being in charge of country, and even more so now that we've got Keir Starmer in charge, that they really do despise us. Yeah, they don't want us. I don't think they want us here. Do you know
We
what
just
I mean?
get labelled as far-right racists,
Yeah, we do.
don't we?
We do, yeah.
Far-right
yeah,
racist
exactly.
thugs.
Yeah, we do, and it's all wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, it is. You've got like far left calling far right fascist. You've got far right calling far left fascist. Nobody will sit down and talk. They can't get together and talk. I'm gonna correct myself there, mate. The people that are on the far left do not want to talk. The people that are classed as the far right are actually willing to sit down and have a bit of dialogue and try and thrash something out. But until that day comes where they can sit down around a table and talk and get comfortable with each other's opinions, because apparently we live in a democratic country, then nothing's going to change. The streets of Britain are just going to become more infested with protests.
Yeah. The far left, I think it's a smear campaign against us to try and silence us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
ridicule
Yeah,
us.
because if you look at a lot of far left, I'm not saying them all, but a lot of far left actually come from middle upper class backgrounds. And yeah, I suppose years ago, you know, being very liberal were a good idea, but it's gone a bit too far now, and we've gone that far left that we can't even see centre anymore. So I actually believe that the liberals, we'll call them the neoliberals, they despise us as much as the governments do. Yeah, I agree with that.
What's your opinions on free speech at the moment in the
Free
UK?
speech is dwindling away very quickly, and I don't think that's right. Now, obviously, there's some things that normal people wouldn't want to say. You know, there's some things that we shouldn't say. But as regards to free speech, I mean, we'll bring that gentleman that passed away in prison. He didn't really do anything wrong. He held a banner up, and he was just trying to expose corruption. You know, he was a granddad, and it's just so sad what happened to him. You know, and you look at, I know a lot of people out there don't like him, and I was one of them a few years ago. I didn't used to like Tommy Robinson. I couldn't, like, no, it's dodgy. But then if you look what they're doing to him in prison now, whether it's rightly or wrongly that he's in prison, I don't know, because I'm not a lawyer. But the thing is, how he's being treated in prison, the rumours that we're getting back, the things that we're hearing, and that's not right. You know, just for exposing things that the authorities should be exposing.
I mean, they put him in solitary confinement for a civil offence.
Yeah.
That says it all, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It does. I mean, there's rumours out there that it's for his own safety, but that's got a point. But the thing is, mate, is that they're not just put him in solitary confinement. They've left him without everything. You know, they're really trying to like run him into the ground, so he goes away. You know, and if you look at history at UK, we don't go away that easy. You know, we've always been sort of like, we're well known for being tolerant, and you know, we have been a very tolerant nation, but the thing is, when British people get fed up, then last summer happened, and that's the worrying part for all his kids and his grandkids, you know, because I mean, all that happened last summer, and it went off big time, you know what I mean? And you think to yourself, well, if that was to happen again, it would probably make last summer look like a summer's day picnic. Do you know what I mean? Because people have had enough, people are angry, and they've had enough. They've been ran into ground, everybody's been ran into ground.
It's like a pressure cooker, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is, mate, yeah. It is, that's how it's feeling. That's how it's feeling, and especially for all people that are struggling out there, you know, like financial struggles. It's not just about having low money. That affects you mentally, it affects you physically, it affects your family life, but nobody's coming to assist us and help us out.
No.
That's the real problem, is that they're not bothered.
No.
You know, they've got the little melting pot and they're sharing it between the sen, and that's how it's coming across. But communism never worked.
Right then, Shane, have you got what else to add, mate, while we're here?
Yeah, I mean, just like to say hello to everybody and that, and it's been nice to meet up with this lad here. He's got a fantastic channel, so like, share and subscribe to Uncle Jammer Talks. I tell you, it's worth the watch. Get that word, spread that word about this lad here, because he's well switched on him. I'm telling you now, he's a good lad.
Nice one, Shane. Appreciate your time, mate. Respect,
More than
buddy.
welcome, mate.
Thank
More
you,
than
mate.
welcome.
Nice one. Right then, I want to say a big, massive respect to Shane for getting on camera and doing that interview. Big up yourself, mate. Top lad. I love you to bits, mate. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff, guys. And I appreciate everybody that supports my channel. Respect.